the Brawl Stars Roundup for Week 2 of Season 2 over in EUR MENA. We all knew the competition would heat up quickly in Season 2, but I don't think any of us could have predicted what would happen in Cups 3 and 4. Neither Craze Clan or Na'Vi made it past the quarterfinals last week. In fact, the Cup 1 and Cup 2 champions both went out in the round of 16 in Cup 3. Na'Vi got 2-0'd by Iokum, and Craze had to call it an early night after facing the multinational roster of Bax EU, a squad that went from last place to crushing champions in just a few days. Riding high off of wins over Craze Clan and Colossal Gaming, Bax EU then ran into the Dogster Lobster squad, who had just 2-0'd Amo Fantasie in their quarterfinal match. The semi-final match started with Heist, and it quickly became apparent that Dogster Lobster had bit off more than they could chew. Bax put Dogster's backs against the wall with a masterful display of aggression and map control to take a 1-0 lead in the series. Bax kept the momentum going strong into Hot Zone, even opting to draft Poco in their match point melee. They looked comfortable every step of the way in round 1. With Cyclone and Lars basically farming the Lobsters off a few trades by Darkhoom, it was only a matter of time before the first round went over to Bax. In round 2, though, Bax got a taste of their own medicine as Dogster Lobster showed up and hit their marks on positioning and timing, making it basically impossible for Bax to even play for the last zone and tying the set 1-1. With the set equalized, Dogster Lobster had a chance. Unfortunately for them, Bax would ensure they never got another one as they absolutely dominated the final round. Unable to match their opponent's aggression, Dogster Lobster lost 0-2. Bax would then find themselves in the finals versus FA Kozaki, a team which just upset FA Poland 2-0 in the other semi-final. Oh, and just a reminder, Bax was 14th and Kozaki was 7th in the Week 1 standings. The match began with Brawl Ball, and this clip basically sums it up. Both teams brought their A game, but Kozaki proved to have a better handle on coordinating their attack and defense. They went up 1-0 in the series, though Bax wasn't out of it yet. In set 2, they played Hot Zone, and this time around, it was Bax that proved to have the superior teamwork. Similar to their final round versus Dogster Lobster earlier, it was a dominant showing. Gem Grab would be our final game mode, and it did not disappoint. Bax secured an early advantage in the set while Kozaki was content to wait. Bax sensed an opening and charged, but it was a trap! Literally. The nest egg from EX crippled the Bax assault and resulted in Kozaki swiftly taking advantage. With Kozaki on countdown, Bax went on the hunt. Meb16, who held the winning gems, skirmished for a moment before using Star Launcher to evade further danger and seal their opponent's fate, claiming the Cup 3 trophy in the name of FA Kozaki. Damn, Kozaki though. But okay. Let's talk about FA Poland real quick, because they're sitting very high on the leaderboard due to their consistently competitive placements. Team Queso took the first set Hot Zone, while FA Poland tied it up on Knockout, which brought us to this epic Brawl Ball set. The high-pressure situation didn't seem to bother Garo, though, as he outplayed basically all of Queso in order to force the draw in round 1 overtime. Queso really got it together in the rematch, though, finding plenty of success with a frontal assault and putting pressure on Poland to respond. This goal also gave them some much-needed breathing room. Queso would follow it up in brilliant fashion as Boss found a nice opening on the left side to exploit in order to secure the first round of the set. The second round would come down to overtime again, but this time Poland had the resource advantage despite it being a 2v3. Scared and Lee Jean Goku watched the defense crumble, and Poland was able to roll it in and tie up the set. But Poland now had the momentum they needed and simply ran over Queso in the decider. There wasn't even an opportunity for Queso to force the overtime as Poland swept the round 2-0 and took the series. This put Poland up against Kozaki in the finals for Cup 4, a semi-final rematch from Cup 3, which Kozaki won 2-0. This meant a back-to-back final showing for Kozaki and a second final showing for both, a stat unique to these two teams for now in Season 2. Poland managed to put some early pressure onto Kozaki in Bounty, making it seem like they were about to exact their revenge in swift fashion. However, Kozaki started to rally and get back into the match. Kozaki ended up capitalizing on the advantage, holding such a heavy star lead going into the countdown that they could even afford to openly trade so long as Meb16 stayed up. As gem grab commenced, one thing became abundantly clear. Kozaki was hitting their stride. This clip is a perfect example of the synergy that this team possesses, both in draft selection and game coordination. On the other hand, Poland fell victim to environmental hazards amidst the ruthless onslaught from Kozaki. Garo caught a broadside from the carts and Kozaki pounced without hesitation, taking back control of the round. It didn't take long for Kozaki to get the countdown going in their favor, leaving Poland no choice: attack and succeed or accept a second loss in Cup finals this season. But Kozaki held firm, with just seconds separating them from a possible clutch turnaround. That hold was enough to give them their second Cup win of the season, and they did it in stunning fashion. They did so well, in fact, that they are now in first place, up from 7th, and with a 30-point lead on Poland, who's in second. Let's not forget about Bax either, who started the week in a miserable 14th and now sits comfortably among the top 8. However, we must recall how dominant Na'Vi and Craze were in week 1. Despite their dismal performances in week 2, they still sit in a cozy 3rd and 4th respectively. Heck, if anyone on that leaderboard has a great week, then they could claim first, so it's still anyone's game as we go into week 3. Well, we call it the era of everyone for good reason. Each week brings new competition and new opportunities, which means plenty of chances for exciting matches. Also, signups are still open at snapdragonproseries.com, so you know what to do. And as always, click the links below in the description to stay up to date on all of the Snapdragon Pro Series action headed your way. Thanks for watching!